Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this video. And if you're watching this video, then you are interested in making some money online, closing deals. And in this video, guys, I'm going to cover something I think is really important for sales professionals, especially those of you that are selling high-ticket items online or want to eventually start selling some high-ticket items online. This is going to be very important for you guys. And just to let you know really quick who I am, my name's Richard. I own a company called One Call Closers, and One Call Closers is an outsourced sales team. We sell for some big influencers in the high ticket space, like Anik Singal, Robby Blanchard, Bedros Keuilian, Tony Robbins, Dean Graciosi, just to name a few. And over the last 2 years, guys, we've done over $27 million in sales. And so we've learned a thing or two about how to sell high ticket items online. And in this video, I want to cover just a common pitfall that I see with a lot of high ticket sellers. And it's this concept of tactics, strategies, and concepts. And a lot of people, when they get into sales, and even once they've been in sales and they want to go to the next level in terms of production and sales output and XYZ, they start getting primarily into tactics and strategies. And so like the lowest level, guys, if you're in sales, if you run a sales organization, or if you're trying to coach your sales reps, the lowest level of a time that you can spend learning, to improve your sales skills is really in the tactics, right? That's where you should spend the least amount of your time if you're a sales professional. The reason why is because tactics change, right? Tactics come and go. A lot of sales reps want to know, like, hey, what's the perfect one-liner that I can tell somebody? Or what's the perfect magical phrase that's going to make somebody buy? Or what's the perfect magical book that I can read that is going to just set my whole sales career on fire, right? Like, those are the tactics. And the tactics might be the shiny objects that everybody loves, that, that's what people are going to sell you online, right? Like the newest tactic on how to get somebody to say yes, and the newest tactic on how to, overcome every objection and XYZ. Tactics promise a lot, but tactics are rarely where you want to focus a large majority of your attention if you really want to start making a lot of deals online and crushing a lot of sales. The next level up, of course, is strategies. And of course, if you don't have the right strategy, then you can spin your wheels because you don't have the right strategy. And strategy in high ticket sales is obviously how you set up the call, right? Like you start with the open, you get into the middle of the call, you get into the close, and then, you follow that process. There's going to be rapport in the beginning. There's going to be the discovery phase. You're going to get commitment. You're going to go over the pitch. You're going to recommit. You're going to, answer objections, cover resistance, and close the deal. That's a strategy. And of course, if you're in high ticket closing, you should have a very good strategy on how you're going to set up the call, how you're going to progress throughout the call, what questions you're going to ask, how you're going to ask them, how you're going to pitch, how you're going to close. Like, those are really good strategies to have. But still, even if you cover the strategies, they're not the most important part of the conversation if you really want to crush deals online. And this is something that I had to learn as a sales professional when I was, selling high ticket products. I no longer really sell. We now have over 20 sales reps, part of the company, that, sell a lot of the products and services. But even when I was selling, guys, like, I would want to get really tactical, and I'd always be looking for a new strategy. But then what I realized is what's going to make 90% of the difference, what's going to separate you over everybody else, what's going to separate the top closers from the bottom closers, is really going to come down to the last thing, which is concepts, right? Like, what concepts do I need to know as a closer in order to really make a difference? And what you're going to realize about concepts is concepts never change. Concepts are unchanging. Like, the way humans buy, the way human psychology works, the way humans get emotional, the way humans, react to certain things is never going to change. And so those are the things, those are the fundamentals, those are the basics that every closer must master in order to get a high level of output on every single call. And some of the concepts that you have to master as a salesperson is the art of connection, right? How do you connect with somebody instantly? Like, do you understand that concept? And do you understand how to do that? Rapport building, right? Do you understand that? Conviction, right? That's a concept that's never going to go away. Like, when you're on the phone, when you're on Zoom, when you're just talking and trying to sell, conviction comes through, and people can sense your conviction. They can sense how much you believe in what you're selling. which comes into your confidence, right? Do you understand that? Do you understand that confidence is king on the phone? Like how you say what you say really, really matters. And a large majority of it, guys, is going to come down to your level of confidence. Like, are you confident in what you're selling? Do you have more confidence in the prospect on the phone? Like, they're confident that they need to keep their money. You're confident that they need to spend their money on your product. Whose confidence is going to win? Whose conviction is going to win at the end of the day? That's a concept that you guys need to understand. Belief in the product, that's huge, right? Like belief, guys, like do you absolutely 100% believe that what you're selling is the best on the market? Do you believe that everybody needs the product? Do you believe that's going to help people at a massive scale? Like these are the concepts that separate the great from the okay. These are the concepts that separate the top 5% from everybody else, right? Likability. How do you become instantly likable? Do you understand the likability factor, right? When it comes down to like, do you understand the concept that people will never buy from somebody that they don't like, that they don't want to be part of? Like, do you understand that at a very, very core level? Trust. Right? Especially on the day and age with online, guys, where everybody's promising the same thing, right? Do you realize that? Like online, everybody's promising double your sales, more money in less time. Hey, the best strategy, the best tactic. Everybody's promising the same thing, guys. So how do you stand out in a marketplace when everybody is promising the same thing? The way you do it is through trust, right? Because at the end of the day, the person's going to go with who they trust the most. Do they trust you as a salesperson that you actually know what you're talking about? Do they trust you as a salesperson that you're going to deliver on what you're promising? Do they trust you as a salesperson that you're not just trying to sell them something they don't need? Do they trust you as a salesperson? Like, guys, everything online nowadays is trust, right? The whole sales conversation is built off of trust. And if you don't understand how to establish trust, if you don't understand the concept of trust, then you're never going to be a top producing closer. And then the last one I have here, guys, is human psychology. Here's the great thing about concepts is none of this stuff that I just went over is going to change. Like in 50 years from now, connection is going to be connection. In 50 years from now, human psychology is going to be human psychology. In 50 years from now, belief in the product is going to be belief in the product. This stuff doesn't change. And these are the fundamentals, right? Like the masters have conquered the fundamentals. As long as you repeat the fundamentals, guys, in the sales conversation, you will beat everybody. I promise you. And it's not, that's why sales, guys, is not complicated. That's why everybody and their mother can be a great salesperson, can be a great high ticket closer. Like if you're looking to get into the space, then, reach out to us. Like, let us know, like, hey man, I'm looking to get in the space. I want to be a closer, because everybody can do this stuff. And it just comes down to you understanding, guys, like there's tactics, there's strategies where most closers spend their time, and then there's concepts. And once you master these concepts, you'll never go hungry. You'll never not be a top producer. Human psychology, guys, is going to be the same now, today, tomorrow, the next day, unless something radically changes in our brains, which is not the case. It's just going to repeat itself over and over. So I hope this helps, guys. I know that this was profound when I learned it, when I was kind of going through these levels of involvement and levels of learning. If you're a closer, if you're looking to close at a high level, realize that concepts is where you should focus 80% of your attention. The strategies and the tactics, that's like a supplement. Imagine working out and you're looking to get that extra 5% edge, right? If you want that extra 5% edge, then yeah, take some supplements, right? Look at the tactics, look at the strategies. That will give you a slight edge, but everything else, guys, is going to come down to concepts. And again, we've learned this now selling over $20 million online, selling high ticket items, $5,000, $20,000 items, $1,000 items, doesn't really matter. This is the foundation, guys, for everything. So anyways, hope you found some value in this video, guys. If you did, hey, thanks. Leave me a comment, drop me a like, and if you like the channel, guys, subscribe. I'm going to cover just stuff that we learn along our journey of selling, a lot of high ticket items online. I think it's a booming space. I think it's a space that's going to keep on growing. And of course, if you guys are in the high ticket space, I have a free gift down below, guys, that you can just enter real quick. If you want to see live sales calls of our sales team going through selling 5K, 10K products online. If you guys are interested in that stuff, just click the link down below. I'll show you some live sales calls and we'll go from there. But hope you got some value, guys. We'll see you for the next video. Again, my name's Richard and we're out.